Look how cute. It's very late, but I want to give a sneak peek at some of the projects I had done today. Got the floating shelves put up above the kitchen table. Got the TV mounted. And then you'll notice here, everything really is a mess today. I had to just move stuff around quickly several times to make room for other things, but got our sofa delivered. And also got the painting hung. And ask us if we're happy with our new sofa. The two colors for the sofa that I was going back and forth on, originally I had picked out navy blue velvet, and then this green is the one that I saw when I went into the furniture showroom, and I knew immediately this was the right choice, and I went back and forth. And I thought, oh, I'll just get the blue one because that was my first instinct, but I'm so glad I went with the green instead of the blue. Try to get everything in there. Once I finally get everything cleaned up, I'll do like a full apartment tour. But right now, pretty late, and the dog and I are going to sleep. I got off work a little early today, and Abby was with me today. She went with me to one of the assisted living homes to visit patients, which she loved, and they loved it too. I think she likes the attention more. But we decided we need some exercise, so we are at Fort Funston, and already it looks really cool. I'm sitting here waiting for the sun to go down because I've had this night planned since I moved in, that as soon as I had a sofa and could look out the window, when the sun goes down, the lights and all of the windows sparkle. I also got the new tripod out to set up so I wouldn't have to use the one that sways. But as soon as I took everything out of the package, I said, too complicated for tonight, so we'll use this one more time. So while we're waiting for the sun to go down, I thought I would share something that happened this week. I can't remember if it was Monday or Tuesday morning, but I get a phone call at 6:30 a.m. I'm asleep. I look at the phone. All I see is that it's a number and an area code I don't recognize. I just figure it's a spam call that doesn't realize that I'm on the West Coast now. I ignore it. When I get up an hour or so later, I see that the caller has left a voicemail, and it is from HR at New York Presbyterian Hospital saying that they have my resume and they want to schedule an interview. That's a resume I sent in 4 months ago, but my heart immediately stopped because New York was the dream, and I gave up because it was so difficult to get any calls back about jobs. Part of that is my professional licensing and getting it there. It was just taking a long time, and it was hard to get interviews without it. But not only was it a call for a job in New York, but that would have been a dream job. And an interview doesn't mean that I would have gotten the job, but still, it was a lot more possibility than I got during the time I was looking for jobs in New York. So I got to thinking, did I make the right decision? Should I have held on in Dallas until I finally got something in New York? Should I have just pursued that until I finally got what I wanted? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like this is a situation where there was the fork in the road. There was no way to know which one is right. The path to San Francisco is what opened up for me, so I took it. I told a friend about this and I said it almost feels like when I think about moving to New York just to experience it, it's just like butterflies in my stomach. I said, I think San Francisco was my consolation prize. And she said, it wasn't a consolation prize, it was what was offered to you. So, do I regret moving here? No. I still think that for the choices I had at the time, this one is right. So far, everything is going very well here. I'm happy here. I will always want the experience of what it's like to live in New York. So, if you asked me today what my plans are, I still want to live here for 2 years. I feel like 2 years is enough time to really experience living here, see what opportunities are out there for me professionally, start building a community, establish a life, and see if this is what I want. Uh, but I think that when those 2 years are up, I will pursue New York again. Anything can change in the next 2 years. I could end up in one of these random places people are always telling me to move to, middle of nowhere, Tennessee. Just that phone call was the first time since moving here that I thought, maybe I want to leave. Maybe. So it turns out the only thing that can get me out of San Francisco isn't high rent or earthquakes or anything else that people say is terrible about it. The only thing that can get me out is an opportunity in New York. She's trying to get me to get up and go back to the bedroom. She gets pretty upset if I stay up past her bedtime. It's actually darker outside than it looks on here, but probably still about 15 minutes until the sun completely sets. But in the meantime, we can test out the remote control candles. The sun has finally gone down, but I think it's going to be too foggy tonight to see the lights. I'll try it with the window open. Alright, I think that's just the theme for the end of the video. Sometimes what you have planned is not what you get. But thanks for watching, and we'll try again for the sparkly lights again another night.